I added new evidence to the board.
Okay.
I added new intel to the board.
Dr. Victor...
We need to find that cryogel. And take down Freeze. He killed that scientist. Just to spite us. Then, he got away!
He said it was Batman's fault. Bruce promised him a cure for his condition.
In return, he was just supposed to behave. But I guess with Bruce gone, he's back in the game. What have you got, Tim?
Judging from the list of stolen items, I'd say he's looking to upgrade his exosuit. And that's just for starters.
He also downloaded local weather balloon data for the past 10 years.
Let's go back out there and stop Freeze before he kills anyone else. Yes!
Easy, Tiger. We'll get him. Maybe that's enough practice for today.
I've set the Bat computer to monitor the city for high concentrations of cryogel.
Meanwhile, we should keep tabs on anyone working for Freeze, which should be easy since he decks out all of his lackeys with cryo guns.
Evidence board. Yeah, we need to defeat 2 more. Yeah, we need to defeat 5 of them over there. Okay. What the heck is a star resistant? Elemental resistance, and it's a star. I can understand acid. We had a fire and then we had a cold. No freaking clue. We should take one with defense. Okay. Oh, that one seems still better then. Oh. We can't put something in it. I like how it adds 0 critical chance. What the heck? Checking like this. I need to do this and then this. feel like this one is better. This. Go with that. This in. More power. That's it. Crimes, mines, turrets. Let's see, Gotham City.
This is log entry BT01. Alfred has encouraged me to make time for this. A personal record feels meaningless when there's so much work to be done. But he doesn't ask me for much. So, it's been a year since I came back to Gotham. There was always darkness in this city. It used to be insidious. Now it's out in the open. The police ignore violence and embrace corruption. Someone had to do something. Batman felt necessary. A year later, it's clear he is necessary. He's the one who speaks the only language Gotham's enemies understand. Violence and fear. It's working. I'm starting to rein in the chaos. But I need to be more careful. Batman is always on the edge of a knife. If I let him go too far, he becomes one of them. That can't happen. Batman can't kill criminals. He needs to demonstrate a higher standard. As Alfred put it, surrendering to violent impulses is easy. Controlling them is what takes courage. Gotham doesn't need a Batman with blood on his hands. I'm doing my best. But there's always room for Batman to improve. Not all of these criminals need to be hurt. Some of them just need help. Alfred was right. This did make me feel a little better. Or at least, I think I understand all of this more. maybe this record will be useful someday. If I ever have doubts about Batman, Gotham, or any of it. But that's definitely for later. For now, Batman has so much left to do. Log entry BT-17. So much has changed since I recorded the first one of these. I spent the entire time thinking Batman could do this alone, in complete secrecy. But that's just not possible. Besides Alfred, there are 2 people on the planet who know Batman's true identity, and only because I told them. It's a risk I don't regret. Jim Gordon earned the right to know. He's the only cop in Gotham I truly trust. And I've learned so much from him, especially about how we achieve justice. I envisioned Batman as vengeance, but Jim helped me make something more out of it. I never wanted to be a detective, but I'm good at it, and he makes me better. What I like most about Jim is that he doesn't want the recognition. He only wants to do what's right. Lucius Fox has me thinking a lot about what right means. When I asked him to help Batman, Lucius wanted nothing to do with it. Justice defined by a white man with wealth and power is hardly justice, he said. It's a crusade. That's why I love Lucius. He doesn't care what Bruce Wayne thinks of him. At all. But he cares deeply about what Batman stands for. Lucius is my moral compass. Once I realized that, he finally agreed to get involved. I'm grateful he started by saying no. He was right. Batman shouldn't be a caped crusader. Gotham deserves a better kind of knight. Log entry BT-28. It's New Year's Eve at... I suppose it's New Year's Day. Anyway, Alfred asked about my New Year's resolution. What does Bruce Wayne want to achieve this year? I didn't have an answer for him, so he locked me down here with my tea until I figured it out. Batman's purpose is clear. Mine isn't. Besides Batman, there's not a lot I care about. I didn't love saying that out loud. It makes me sound like one of them. The tricksters and clowns and gangsters across Gotham who... I can't even talk to myself without talking about Batman. But protecting people, it's all I'm good at. Maybe that's it. I'm spending this fortune on Batmobiles, building this enormous cave. Meanwhile, Gotham has problems Batman can't solve. But Bruce Wayne might be able to. Jim Gordon's worried about being able to put his daughter through college. Lucius mentioned how great it would be to have a foundation that helps disadvantaged youth study tech. I can take the hint. Then there's always providing relief for the homeless. The Dark Knight works alone, but Bruce Wayne doesn't have to. So, I suppose my resolution is to invest in other people. Alfred will like that. Maybe enough to let me back upstairs and let me sleep in my bed. Because that medical gurney is really uncomfortable. Log entry BT-79. In a move that surprises even me, I've hired Harley Quinn as a research partner. Or rather, I've hired Dr. Harleen Quinzel, a trained psychiatrist whose work in criminal profiling surpasses even mine. Of course, some of that work is based on her personal experience as a criminal. While this aspect of her history is impossible to overlook, in this instance, it's invaluable. It took less convincing than I thought to gain her cooperation. A chance to do good, small honorarium, and a ride in the Batwing were all the perks she requested. My contacts tell me Harley is comfortably installed at Blackgate. It's genius on her part. No one will suspect her presence, even if she's not actually serving a sentence right now. It puts her in the perfect location to carry out the research I need. It does also put her back into the criminal lifestyle we'd all prefer she left behind, but I will check in on her progress occasionally. I've given her the pattern I'm looking for. She's positioned to comb the records and profile the subjects. They, if they really do exist, won't be looking for Harley. And I'll keep it that way. Not a log entry BT-33. Crossed paths with Batgirl on patrol tonight. It's been a few weeks since she joined the team. Not that she'd put it that way. She's accepted some training, resources, nothing more. Even had some choice words to share about the Batcomputer's tech. I get it. She was doing fine without me. Far better than I would have without the means I was born into. No wonder she insists on sticking to her own cases. Reminds me of someone else I know. Everything Jim has ever said about his daughter is true. I won't be the one to tell him. That's her right. He saw the corruption in the force and tried to shield her from it. So she found another way to keep Gotham safe. But she is not like Batman. Batman and Robin fight crime by cover of night. But Bruce Wayne and Dick Grayson are somehow still sheltered in a way she isn't. She sees things that we don't. Maybe we've lived in a mansion too long. Barbara's different. She's driven by something I can't quite understand. Most people freeze up when faced with others' pain. But she sees the hurt at Gotham's core, and she has to get involved. To her, it was never a choice. Dick asked me to bring her further into the fold, to truly work together. But I'm not the one that needs convincing. Barbara insists she doesn't need me. And frankly, she's right. But Gotham does need Batgirl. We're fortunate to have her on our team, in whatever way she sees fit. Log entry BT-66.
There's a few of these.
Earlier this week,
We didn't go
I
through them
confronted
yesterday.
Basil Carlo, otherwise known as Clayface. It didn't go as I had hoped. I keep asking myself, could I have been faster? Maybe. Led him away to safer ground. I've been over the footage. No. He had several hostages at the reservoir. There was no time for backup or for elaborate plans. We fought, and he lost his footing. I couldn't stop him. When he hit the turbine, it confirmed what I had feared. One of us was going to die that night. But Basil always had a sense for the dramatic. An epic confrontation in front of an audience would have fit his plans. As he put it, it was most important to be seen. Looking back at the footage of the fall, I remembered one of Basil's earliest roles, a bit part in an adaptation of a Sherlock Holmes story. I compared the footage to his early film, and the staging was nearly identical. Now I wonder if he didn't cast himself as Moriarty to my Holmes, with that reservoir as Reichenbach Falls. Or, more in keeping with his ego, he cast himself as the hero. I'm going to continue studying Basil's DNA. If what I suspect is true, it's possible that some part of Clayface is still out there, alive. But what could be left of him? Log entry, BT-42. Alfred, I can't do this. Not now.
If you don't make time for this now, Master Bruce, then when will you? Take all the time you need.
I didn't know so much could go so wrong. There's nowhere else I can go. Dick stopped by Gotham again. Our meetings lately have been strained. I pushed him away. And this time, I don't know if he'll ever come back. He worried about my obsessions, but I wasn't focused nearly enough. If I was, then Barbara... She got hurt. Paralyzed. Maybe permanently. Because she was trying to help me. I let her take on too much. I should have been there. I failed her. Barbara, and Dick, and Jason. Jason barely got a chance. He could have been great for Gotham. The best kind of Robin. But he was reckless, rushing into danger like that. No. I'm responsible for this. After being too strict with Dick, I tried to give Jason more freedom. I should have been paying more attention. He went off on his own to be a hero. Then that monster murdered him for it. He was killed because of me. I'd do anything to fix this. Things I said I'd never do. Like speak with Talia again. I swore to myself I'd never consider using a Lazarus pit. The risks, even compared to death, were too great. But I had to know if resurrection was even possible. But when I tracked her down, I couldn't even ask for her help. One more thing I got wrong. And Talia just laughed. I broke almost every rule I have to bring Jason back. And I have nothing to show for it. He's really gone. 16. Batman failed. I failed everyone. I don't know how to make any of this right. But I'm going to find a way. Log entry BT-70. I don't often have dreams. But this morning, I woke up from one about Nightwing. Dick came back to Gotham. We sat right here in this room. Together. He let me explain myself. Apologize for pushing him away. I found all the words I should have said before he left. That's how I knew none of it was real. He asked me about something we used to talk about. Batman's legacy. You know, who wears the cowl when Bruce Wayne can't. For years, I thought I had the answer. Every time I looked at Dick Grayson, I saw the next Batman. But Dick never wanted it. I've been monitoring his activities in Bloodhaven. It's amazing what he's accomplished on his own. His way. With courage and kindness. I see it clearly now. I don't want Nightwing to become Batman. I need Batman to be more like Nightwing. Despite everything, I just wish he was home, so we could talk. Really talk. I'd tell him how proud I really am. That Nightwing is the better version of what Batman was meant to be. That because of Dick Grayson, Bruce Wayne became a better man. I'd tell my son that I miss him. I'll tell him the next time he comes back. He doesn't need me bothering him. He doesn't need me at all. Log entry BT-55. I stopped by Victor Freeze's new cell at Blackgate earlier tonight. Victor's looking at 2 years for his latest escapade. But his cell is adapted to his condition, so in theory he can stay there for any sentence, regardless of length. I made a promise to Victor long ago that I'd try to help his wife, Nora. Recently, advancements in medical technology made that possible. As much as I was glad to help Nora herself, I had also hoped that helping her would encourage Victor to change his ways. But after her successful decriminalization and treatment at Gotham General, Nora wanted no part of their previous relationship. She recognized what I'd been reluctant to accept. Mr. Freeze has embraced his identity as a villain, and is loath to give it up. At her request, I safely relocated Nora. Her instincts were right. His response was violence. I subdued him and brought him to the GCPD. Victor now insists that Nora rejected him due to his condition rather than his actions. He asked for my help in finding a cure. I agreed. I've looked at my work for Nora. I think I can do it. That will let him live more comfortably. But I told him it won't bring Nora back. Until Victor accepts that his problems are because of his violent behavior, he'll keep returning to the same criminal patterns. I only hope I can make him understand that.
Okay, we got 3 points. We need to stop crimes with these guys, 5 of them. We get clues where next part is. Need to just talk to Alfred about that and finish it and get the next part, I guess. And it's the same thing with this one. We need Alfred.
Penguin wouldn't talk to me. People still treat me like I'm just a sidekick.
You may be surprised to learn Batman struggled with similar challenges early in his career. So for a time, he focused his energies elsewhere in the city. When word of his work got out, people were more inclined to cooperate.
The city? We've been so focused on Batman's last case, we've let the rest of Gotham slide.
Gotham may not know Batman is gone, but it certainly feels his absence. There has been a marked increase in gang-related crime.
Along with whatever Penguin's really up to. Maybe if we interfere with his businesses and that of a few others, he'll feel more talkative.
You've also received messages from Lucius Fox and Detective Montoya. They may be able to help.
Thanks, Alfred. Guess it's time for this bat to spread his wings.
Not only a bat, Master Tim. A robin.
Oh crap.
Somehow I feel like this is one doctor that shouldn't be prescribing pills. How's the research going?
The website for the mysterious Dr. Q seems to have vanished, but we'll keep looking.
This is obviously Harley Quinn, right? What is she trying to accomplish here?
Is that not always the question with Dr. Quinzel?
Let us know if this doctor turns up anywhere else.
Of course.
Batman is Montoya. No, Commissioner Kim doesn't want us to talk, but this is urgent. Okay. Okay, so we need to do a few things with the penguins here, huh? We have 3 chests up there. Okay. We wait with that one.
An encrypted message from Fox Tekka.
It's Lucius. Sorry I've been a ghost since the funeral, but I just realized I forgot to send flowers. If you're ever in the neighborhood, let's meet in my building. I'd like to give you them in person.
Lucius Fox wants to give us flowers. Does he know couriers exist?
Knowing Lucius, I suspect he has something far more useful for us. When you reach Fox Tekka, head straight to the roof.
Raiding Star Labs was a brash move, even for Freeze. We need to expect the worst from him.
Let's see. Nothing there.
Mr. Freeze and the regulators. That is a dangerous partnership.
I don't think they've ever worked for anyone before.
He can give them access to technology and equipment they can only dream of.
But if we take down Freeze, we'll also take down their new weapon supplier. 2 birds, 1 stone.
What the heck? I have to check here now. Okay. You already looked at it before. Now we can finally go out. Dun, dun, dun. I think we go down here first, and then we go up over here. And we get to her. We go up here. On him. This. And then we go up to this area and do those. Well, depends what these guys we're gonna give them. Talking to them. So I need to check these because we need to check for Mr. Freeze Gang. Questions?
We should probably have a talk.
Fine, here's what I know.
I can work with that.
We need to solve 5 of them, I think.
I sure hope they got a plan.
I'll stay out of your way.
Anything you want to share?
Sure! Yeah, I'd love to!
Got it. Thanks. Here we are.
Sounds like technology.
Definitely.
Damn it! Should have charged my phone before coming.
I'm sorry about this. Oh, were you talking to me? Tell me everything.
Sure, anything you need.
That's what I thought.
You never get to find out what they're talking. I'm gonna tell you about them. Like again. More. No!
This is not worth the risk. Always check
God
your
damn it.
What's Robin doing here?
Wanted to interrogate that one. I thought he was aiming for a big mama, but he didn't. I'm gonna try and do this one again. Now that I know how things work a little bit better.
I can do this. Yes! I'm on a roll. Keep going. I'm feeling pretty good right now.
There we go.
in here.
Okay. Oops. One button.
Come on, let's be cool about this.
Stupid punk. Come on, make it quick. This is turning into...
How about we work something out?
I don't want to do this, you know. This is taking forever.
Have a good sleep. Tell me what you know.
Lay off. I'll give you the deets.
Thanks for the tip.
That wasn't his guys, unfortunately. There's on his.
They don't look so tough now.
You'll pay for this!
Stupid stuff he deserves.
There's no way you'll get away with this!
Crap, better check that out.
Following you!
Come
Okay.